Ryan's made a ton of progress over here. Cut the whole thing off. We had some more rust inside the, I don't know what you would call that, trunk lid. Gutter there. And a bunch more stuff was brazed together. So it was really hard to get that all apart because none of the spot welds were the thing holding it together. It was all this brazing. Whoever did this repair before Ryan said he hopes is dead because it was such a horrible job. I don't know, wishing bad ill upon somebody, but you know, when it makes somebody else's job that much worse. He's making a new patch panel right now for this inside piece that was all rusted. You can see there. Maybe. That's the old one, that's the new one. Good work. So Ryan got all this inside piece done today. Looking sweet.
It'll look better too. I just gotta keep cleaning it up.
So we got the quarter back from Ryan. He's got it all prepped, ready to go. As you can see, he's finished for the day. We still got to finish tapping into here, clean up some of this rust here. I'm going to use this whole bottom pocket. Actually, I think he said he was going to use the whole top, so we're going to probably slice down the inside here. But that'll be nice when it's all done. Getting there. Okay guys, I got great news. I got to show you. Been waiting on these since December. That's when I prepaid him and dropped him off. But I got my wheels back for the Quattro. They have brushed lips, powder silver centers. These were the neon green ones in black, if you remember those wheels. There's some stuff that kind of drive me a little bonkers. And see this little purple inside some of the bolts. Some are new, some have the purple in them. So I dropped off a bunch of bolts. Here's what was left after everything. I don't know. I just didn't want to chemical strip them. I don't know what you do, but we'll add that to our. So these are bags of BBS hardware here. And this is my box of BBS hardware. I'm just gonna set that down right there. But they look pretty good other than that. Might be hand polishing. It's a little Dremel. Get down in there. So Ryan came over today, spent almost the whole day working on the Quattro. He got into a little bit more rust back here in the trunk, and we made the decision together not to do a full floor because I don't think I could find one, for one, and for two, the worst spot on the car was the spare tire well right here. And so what Ryan did was he built panels for both the outside and the inside, because there's actually two panels on that section there, and then welded those all together, went back over, cleaned it up, seam sealed it all. Looks awesome. I mean, I think it looks pretty much factory, other than the factory one has a hole down in the center, like a drain hole. I really don't think I need that, and kind of don't want it because I don't want any more liquid coming into the car, but we'll see what we do there. He's going to come back this next Saturday. He did mount the quarter panel on. Looked awesome. Everything fit in here perfect. Everything lined up really well. So he's going to come back next Saturday and probably mount that a couple more times back and forth, figuring out all the things that need to be just done before he actually goes in and starts spot welding everything. There, he did replace this piece here, so that whole section has been replaced. Then a couple pieces down here on the bottom. Seatbelt bracket, this piece like I talked to you about last week. So he's been replacing each panel from the new quarter that we got from 2 Bennett. The downside is the new quarter from 2 Bennett, the way that they cut all this here in the rear where it attaches to the roof cap was kind of messy. It would have been nice if they actually would have cut up into the roof cap so that we could have got some of this stuff in here, but it is what it is. I mean, they cut it like right there. It would have been nicer if we, because you know, I mean, you don't want to section a panel that's 15 inches long, where if we could section it back up in here where it's only a couple inches. But is what it is. The real big problem, I guess, would be before my other panel was actually fixed and they came in, they cut inside here, and so we couldn't do that on this panel. It would have been nice to be able to do that because it would have all been hidden underneath, but we couldn't do that because the old panel was bronzed all together in there and just was such a mess. So is what it is. That's why we came back and sectioned up into here, and we're going to do a butt weld there, and then he'll go back and clean this all up. So, but definitely coming along. The Quattro hopefully will be back on its wheels maybe in 2 weeks on the ground, and at that point I think the plan is to take it to Ryan's shop and just have that front corner frame rail pulled back, and then once that's done, we'll bring it back here, and hopefully I'll have Jason's 4-post lift in here at that time, and so we can get this thing in on the 4-post and be able to raise it a lot higher and work underneath it. So yeah, wish me luck. That's the whole plan. Hopefully it goes well, unlike the rally plan, which didn't go so well, and now we are going to be redoing a couple things, but it is what it is. So Ryan's made quite a bit of progress on this. I've been gone the past 2 weeks now, and he's come on Saturday both weeks and just cranked out on this. I want to show you all the work he's done. So hey, get out of the way, kids, man. So he's got the whole quarter on. He's got to just finish up doing a little bit of welding on there, but everything fits right. So he's got to finish joining the seal here. Got the new latch, it's not all rusted. You can see the inside. So one thing that was interesting is this wheel well is actually, so on this, let's see here, this car might actually say what year it was. So 82, 6 of 82, that's interesting because this car, the Diamond Silver, is actually a 83, but this wheel well, the green, excuse me guys, okay. My kids really loaded me on camera. So the wheel well actually was different. The panel in here was different than the 83. So I don't know if 82 to 83 if they made a change there, but so we're gonna have to go in and make a filler piece to be able to just connect this here. And then when that's all done, same thing with back here. You can see just barely any, but it's almost all done. And then he's got this last panel ready to go here that he's built under the tail light, so that got rid of all that rust. I don't know, let's check and see if he reconnected this. Yeah. So you can see all that is gone there. And then what I'm gonna do is just I gotta go in and sandblast this trunk out and clean it up, treat, you know, for that rust there, and then we will be ready to go to at least paint the inside of the trunk. Oh, that's heavy. And we just have a little tiny bit more rust on the front of these rockers. And if you guys remember, I did buy 2 new rockers for this, these sills that are aftermarket. I don't want to use them unless I absolutely have to. So the other side, we're gonna blast all this and find out if there's any steel under there or if it's needing to be replaced. But we're getting there, slowly but surely.